Okay, I'm getting ready to leave Kanab, but I just gotta wash off my windshield. I'm pretty excited about the day. It's a little windy. I'm pretty excited about today because I get to go places where I've seen from a distance but never been able to go. And so I get to go places where I've never been and see beautiful things that I've never seen. And I wish I was a little earlier in the day, frankly, because then there'd be better light. But you know what? I'm just excited to go. So wish me luck. I hope I see beautiful things. Maybe if it's like overcast and beautiful clouds like yesterday, it'll still be great for photography and videos. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm off. Heading out of Kanab. This is also a road I've never been on, so kind of exciting. I don't think I'm on any dirt today. I think it's all pavement. And that's okay. This is a section of the trip I really couldn't find a dirt route to get over to Mexican Hat. So you do what you got to do. Okay, I know this is a pretty unlikely place for a video, but I was driving down US 89 and I saw all these wildflowers off to the side, and I stopped so I could take some pictures. And then when I came out, there's even more varieties than I had realized. So I'm just gonna get some photos of some of these wildflowers real quick. They're pretty amazing. You can see this big long stretch of them down here. Okay, and then I drove back around over to, whoa, too much wind. See if we can get this to work. Just about lost you there, people. So I drove back around over to where there's a bunch of those other flowers. Hopefully I can get some without the tripod falling over. Okay, I was looking for a road to turn off onto so I could maybe get up on top of this plateau and get a picture, and I think I found it. Let's see what happens here. This is really beautiful. It's just like big open spaces, really otherworldly looking, like maybe what Mars might look like. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on out here. I don't think I'm the first person to have the thought of coming up here to get a viewpoint. Okay. It's not bad from right here. Might go see where this road goes after this, but that's pretty cool right there. Actually, I don't know if I can get back up that. I think I'm gonna stop. It looks like somebody's like dug in pretty hard right there. This is really loose and sandy. So let me just go look at it. Hold on a second. Well, I actually think I can do it. And if not, it'll make for an exciting story. Let's just see. Or a dumb story. Well, those aren't mutually exclusive, I think. Air down, so if I can't get up, I may need to air down to get a little better traction, but I think if I just lock the differentials, put it in 4 low, I can get back up that. I think isn't the best strategy, I guess, at this point, but we'll see. I just wanted to come over here because this is a really cool overlook. Yeah, this is better. I'm glad I came here. Okay, putting it in 4 low. I'm gonna go ahead and lock the differentials. See what we got. Wish me luck. Whoa! It's like we're going to the moon. That was easy peasy, easy peasy. I thought it might be looser than that on the way up. It's all right. Glad we could do it. Hey, there you are. Well, that ended up being a lot easier than I thought it might be. I just put it in 4 low, locked the differentials, and crawled right up it. It wasn't as loose as I thought it might be either, so that's good. This is Dan.
Hello.
Hello?
Is it Daniel?
Hello?
This is Irving from ESP. Good afternoon.
Hello?
I am giving you a quick call because, can you hear me?
Shouldn't do that probably, but... Decided just to pop down into Wyatthrgor Marina real quick just to see the views. It's so beautiful. I thought, why not? Okay, I'm over here at Lake Powell. I haven't been here for a long time, but I decided I'd stop and get some pictures, even though the light isn't great. It's still just such a beautiful place out here, so I thought I'd take a look. And you can see Glen Canyon Dam off there in the distance. And I'm going to go over there in a second, but I thought I'd get some pictures of it from this angle real quick. Next up, Glen Canyon Dam. Well, let's go see what's going on at the visitor center, huh? Okay, walking across the bridge. It's pretty trippy. Okay, I'm trying to find the middle of the dam. I think I'm about there. This is pretty cool. Let's see. I'm close. I'm close to the middle. Almost there. I don't know why I feel compelled to get to the middle. It just seems like you should get to the middle. So, okay, we're gonna call this the middle. Right here. There it is behind me. Lake Powell in the distance. It's pretty cool. So there's the dam. It's kind of cool. Well, they have these gaps in the railing so you can cut across. And I'm gonna cut across and not get hit by any cars. It's amazing. Well, let's see what it looks like over here. Pretty cool. It's a beautiful canyon. It's a ways down there. Let's see if we can zoom in on it a little better. Wow, see if I can keep my hat on. Over the bridge. Okay, this Walmart may be in the most beautiful location I've ever seen for a Walmart. Look at the views. I mean, well done, Walmart. It's pretty amazing. Somebody living back there, living their best life. Okay, I'm hanging out in the Walmart parking lot, eating my lunch, because as it turns out, the Walmart in Page, Arizona has the most amazing views. Like, it will blow your mind. I'm gonna flip this around and show you. Okay, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's amazing out there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. My fingers are kind of greasy though. I don't want to do that, but well, I zoomed in on that bush. That's probably not what you're looking for. Let's zoom in over here. That's a little bit better view. How's that for like behind the Walmart in Page, Arizona? Beautiful. Okay, I'm about to head out to Horseshoe Point. It's a mile and a half round trip to hike out there and back. This will officially be the longest I've walked since breaking my back just over a month ago. I think I can do it. We'll see. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do it. The question is, how bad will it hurt? But I just gotta go. I'm here. I gotta go. I gotta see. And so we'll see how it goes. It's like 3/4 of a mile out there, 3/4 back. Let's check it out and see what it is. The hike itself looks pretty beautiful out there. Although I'm glad it's not summertime yet. Gosh, it'd be super hot if it was summer. Well, I'm feeling it in my back. Luckily, they have these little rest stops partway up and partway down. So I'm just gonna lay down here and stretch out my back for a minute. Okay, this is actually harder on me than you might think. I used to do a bunch of endurance sports, and so not being able to walk a mile and a half is pretty rough on me. The last one that I did was a 50-mile mountain bike race. Its average completion time is about 7 hours. And so this is nothing compared to that, but it is really killing my back. Well, I finished the hike. It was pretty hard on my back. I hope I do okay driving for another few hours. I'll do it. I just don't know how bad it's going to hurt. But was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It's such a beautiful place. Even though there's probably like 100 people on the room with me, I was still able to enjoy it and get some cool photos without getting people in the shots. And it was super cool. The only thing that made it better, I guess 2 things. No back pain, and 2, if I could have gotten here either probably at sunrise would have been better, but maybe even sunset. But still, I'm really happy with it. It was a really good time. Okay, let's get over to Navajo Bridge. Along the way, I saw my first roadside stand where they're selling a lot of handmade jewelry, things like that. Honestly, I expected to see a lot more of these on my trip, but I really didn't. And maybe it's just, I was ahead of the tourist season or something. I don't know. But it was fun to pause and just look around a little bit and see what's going on. Also, there were some great views from up here by this little roadside stand. This is beautiful country. It is immense and broad. And while it's more populated than the Arizona Strip where I've spent the last couple of days, it is still pretty empty, especially compared to the cities where I've lived all my life. A lot of the homes I see out here seem to just be made out of plywood on the outside. No siding, no paint, and they look like they're just put together with nothing. But maybe these people are just focused on things that are more important to them. I don't know. But one thing they sure got right, they live in a beautiful place. And maybe historically they didn't choose this place, but today there is no denying it is a stunningly beautiful area, if somewhat harsh and hard place to live in. This is Navajo Bridge. Looks like it was built in 1927 and 28. This is the old Navajo Bridge. They built another one. This one's no longer in use. But it's a very cool view from up here. This place, there's not nearly as many people here as there have been at some of the other places. I thought it was a little bit more off the beaten path. I see some ravens down there on the cliff. I think they're sheltering from the wind. I'm going to go back and get my other camera and see if I can get some pictures of them. Okay, you guys, what I thought were just dumb old ravens are actually California Condors. I'm so stoked. I'm going to go get my camera for sure and get pictures of them. This may be the happiest I've been on the whole trip so far. I love birds.
I want to be clear. I know that ravens actually aren't dumb. They're wicked smart birds. The reason I call them dumb is because I've found them really hard to photograph. They're beautiful birds, but the black on black requires good skill and really great light to get a good photograph.
To the lady in the gift shop, and she said that this morning there were 8 condor out here. I'm still excited to have seen 3, and she said if it's windy they really like to come over here and circle around and ride on the wind currents. She said sometimes you'll see as many as 18 over here. That is amazing. I wish I could come on a day like that. Holy cow. So note to self, if it's windy, come over here and look for condor. Okay, I'm just leaving Kayenta, Arizona. The sun's getting low. I'm getting close to Monument Valley. It'd be super cool if I got there at sunset. We'll see what happens. Hopefully you can see it. I'm trying to drive and not kill myself, but maybe you can see that, kind of the last of the sunset over there behind those red cliffs. Well, I didn't plan that, but I did get to the Monument Valley area right at the end of sunset, and the colors in the sky were beautiful. It wasn't the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen, but it was pretty good. There's some good, like, kind of pinks and purples and blues, and the light was still on a lot of the monuments, not all of them. And then it was just, I just stopped for a while and took a bunch of pictures. Super excited to get there. I didn't plan that. And it was just kind of, you know, the serendipity that happens when you get out there and go looking for stuff and take your time and stop and explore what is out there. I'm super excited I got to see that.
What an amazing day. I really took my time exploring, and of course now I'm getting to Mexican Hat much later than I had planned. And so I'll just probably have time to grab a quick dinner or something, and then I'll have more explorations tomorrow. But I'm hoping when I get dinner, maybe I can talk to some locals. It'd be pretty cool if I could get a little bit of the local color at the end of my day.
Okay, so this is my new friend Joy, and she lives here in Mexican Hat. And Joy, how many people live in Mexican Hat?
I think we're at about 21 people right now.
About 21
so,
people, so not a big community.
No. There's a certain serenity here
Yeah.
that you cannot get anywhere else. I can go out my front door and this is what I get, the world. You know, the world comes to my front door.
Right.
I can go
right.
out my back door and it's just peaceful and beautiful, and there's the river, there's, you know, red rock. The beauty is just
Right.
unimaginable, and the wide open spaces. Well, so we were the world famous Swingin' Steaks for
Yeah.
many years, and we were established in 1991. Before that, it was a bar. We have a bar here, but we established the Swingin' Steaks, and now we got rid of the grill that was a wood grill, and so
yeah.
now we're still steaks.
Yeah.
We're still steaks. We're no longer
Okay.
swinging.
Like,
Our
very
cooks
good.
are cooler. They're not near as hot as they used to be.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I bet that. Well, it was like delicious meal. I
take that
loved
anywhere
it.
you
Loved
want.
it so much. Right, exactly. Okay, this is my new friend Wyatt, and he also lives here in Mexican Hat.
I do, yeah.
Wyatt, born and raised here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious, what's your, well, you said that you had moved to Texas to work in the oil fields.
Yeah, I moved down there for about a year and a half. Or no, sorry, a little under a year and a half.
Yeah, and why'd you move back?
I miss the mountains.
You missed the
I
mountains?
miss the public land, actually.
Public land,
yeah,
okay.
I'm a big, I like to go adventure and hike and camp and
Yeah.
do that type of stuff. And there wasn't much of that in Texas.
No, and then what's the hardest thing about living here?
Oh, well, luckily I got a girlfriend.
Right?
I found
Right.
out, I drug her down.
You got Shay over here. So Shay, was she not local? Is she like, you met her
Local
someplace else?
enough.
Okay.
From Cortez, Colorado.
Oh, from Cortez, Colorado. Okay, go Colorado. Okay, so yeah, so that part is solved for you then. You got
Yeah.
Shay to move over from Cortez.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you go to get groceries?
We go all the way to Farmington, New Mexico.
Oh wow.
So it's like 2.5 hours.
And that's the end of day 3. I'm loving Mexican Hat so far, although all I've done is eaten dinner here, but it was an amazing steak at Still Steaks, great restaurant. And now I'm gonna hit the sack because I've got a big day tomorrow of more wandering and exploring.